Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thaiger International, where we will cover some of the more international-focused stories that have been occurring throughout the week with a little bit of a Thai spin on things. So, as usual, we'll get started on politics. So, our first story is concerning the largest defamation case in the history of the United States.
Okay.
Let's get to it.
Hello.
Now, hi.
Everyone.
Oh, yeah, this is Jay, by the way. Hey.
Hello.
Sorry we're late, by the way, everybody, too.
We were supposed to do this at 10 a.m., but it is 2 p.m. But the news continues.
Yeah, we'll follow through. All right, so anyways, Fox News has recently been embroiled in several lawsuits over false claims made in their reporting about voting machines used across the United States. Earlier this week, the Rupert Murdoch-owned company reached a settlement with Dominion Voting Systems of almost $800 million, about half of the original $1.5 billion Dominion was originally seeking in the lawsuit. This is the largest defamation settlement in the history of the United States. The settlement was reached just in time to keep major Fox News personalities like Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson from being forced to take the stand and testify. Now, Fox's troubles appear to be far from over, as another high-profile lawsuit from Smartmatic, another voting machine company, is already on the horizon. So, Fox News, faux news, fake news, blah, 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 whatever. This is the largest defamation case in the history of America, which probably means the world. And it's all because of their false reporting on Dominion systems. So, this was all proven in court, right? Like, this is the kind of stuff where on the airwaves, you can broadcast a lot of whatever you want. But then when you're in court, right, when you're in a court of law, there are facts that are needed to build a case. So the fact that Fox News paid out almost $1 billion to this company kind of shows that they were probably in the wrong. And they settled probably to save their personalities from having to testify. That's not a good look, right? And like your guy on taking the stand.
I'll be honest with you. I know not much about American politics, nor do I have affection for Fox News. What I know is that people don't really like Fox News unless you
really like Fox News.
Unless you really like Fox.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Rupert Murdoch, the Australian mogul?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is not the only country where
I know more about Rupert Murdoch because he also owns Sky in England.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I know more about Sky than I do about Fox.
Yeah. It started in Australia. That's where he started. But he's got this sort of conservative reach everywhere.
He's like a broadcasting mogul, like a guru, isn't he?
Have you been watching Succession, by the way?
I have not.
Oh, goodness. Because like Rupert Murdoch is kind of what Succession is modeled after.
Okay.
Because they're a big broadcasting company in there too and all that stuff. But it's heating up. And the action isn't over. There are more lawsuits on the horizon for Fox News. Challenges to other news stations like CNN and MSNBC have been coming from the conservative side of things, but no lawsuits have been filed. And that's largely because I think you have to prove things in a court of law.
Yeah.
I don't think Fox News was giving this money away because they wanted to. All right.
Fox News has some of my favorite personalities. Tucker Carlson and Bill O'Reilly, my favorite all time.
We'll do it live.
That was a joke, by the way. I just think they're hilarious people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't actually listen to their content or what they're talking about.
Tucker always has this funny, like, confused face going on.
They're extremely controversial.
They are. And, it's funny. You always lean on a little more conservative than me and stuff like that. But I think it's so funny because American politics have gotten so toxic that everybody just hates each other. And it's just, I don't know. Like, I just wish we could get back to the way things were.
Am I conservative?
Well, more than me.
Oh, okay.
Like, but yeah, I wouldn't call you that.
I'm just a man of the people.
That's all we both try to be.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting story because it's such a large amount of money. All right. Anyways, next one. Sorry to keep politics. I'll get the politics out of the way first, and then we have a lot of fun stuff for you guys later. Don't worry.
Let's do it.
But we have this one hits home to me because it's about my state of Florida back home. So Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has been going toe-to-toe with Disney, whose largest theme park is located in Central Florida. And it appears so far that the mouse is a step ahead of the game. Initially, DeSantis sought to strip Disney of its autonomous powers within its special administrative area by replacing Disney's district appointees with its own. Disney has had administrative control over this district for more than 50 years, and there are several other special administrative areas within the state as well. The Disney legal team, however, came up with an incredibly obscure defense that invokes a royal clause that dates back to 1692, nearly 100 years before America became an independent nation. The agreement made with the sitting council that had been appointed by Disney includes the following statement. Quote, "This declaration shall continue in effect until 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendants of King Charles III, King of England, living as of the date of this declaration." So, as long as one of the current members of the family lives to another 80 years old, this clause will be active for another 100 years. And that would give Disney control over that district for 100 years.
Genius.
Pretty interesting. Now, DeSantis, after this defeat, recently floated the idea of building a prison next to the resort, which was responded to quickly by Disney with this tweet. Quote, "The first ever Disneyland After Dark Pride Night is coming to Disneyland during Pride Month in June. This separately ticketed event celebrating the LGBTQIA+ community and allies will have themed entertainment, Disney characters, specialty menu items, and more." Now, I have to say, as I was reading today, the battle is not over. DeSantis and his committee are continuing the attack, and Disney is still putting up a defense. So this feud rages on.
Wait, can I start with this? Firstly, why does DeSantis want control of Disney? Doesn't Disney belong to Disney?
Right. So this is like, so DeSantis is going to be the main Republican challenger to Donald Trump for the primary nomination. Now, imagine trying to challenge Trump. Right. That is hard. This guy is like a special politician for sure. DeSantis is much more generic, much more standard fare politician. So he's trying to find ways to make himself stand out without directly challenging Trump.
By taking on Disney.
Yeah, exactly. And he's learned what most people in Hollywood know already. Don't mess with Disney's lawyers.
Yeah, Disney just owns everything now.
Yeah, it's insane. And
but I mean, it's a bit ridiculous too. It's like, let Disney do what Disney does. It's called Disneyland. I mean, just because it's in Florida doesn't mean that a government official can go and take power over.
Yeah, I feel
private establishment.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel weird, advocating for Disney, who I usually view as like this big evil corporation. This is all centered around wokeism and gay rights, and because Disney actually has been on the forefront of gay rights for a long time. So they extended benefits to spouses, same-sex spouses, back in the 90s, way before it was legally required.
Would Florida lose a lot of tourism if Disneyland was not in Florida?
Well, first of all, it's Disney World.
Disney World, sorry.
Yeah, I know it said Disneyland in the tweet, but Disney World in Florida is like massive. It's like a city unto itself. So there's no way. Yes, that would be a huge hit to Florida's tourism industry. But there's no way that would ever happen. So we'll see. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
All right. More fun stuff?
More fun stuff. But can I I had a quick comment regarding the Fox News story that you started with. I think that I know there's this whole thing about, like I said, again, I don't really follow American politics, nor do I care about their networks. But I think if a network is being held accountable for lying or spreading false information, then I think that's a good move.
Right.
Because then that sets a precedent for every other network.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they've been doing a lot of stuff like this for a long time. This is kind of the first time they've been held to account for it. They've been involved in lawsuits before, but usually sexual harassment stuff.
Is this going to go on for another 10 years? Like, when do they actually have to pay this money?
I'm not sure. And there are more lawsuits on the way, too. So they are not out of trouble yet. And
but in America, you can just sue anyone for anything.
But you usually don't get paid out $800 million for the lawsuit. So, that means that's an admission of some kind, I think.
All right, let's move on.
So there's some fun tech news coming our way.
What's the tech news?
So Apple is expected to unveil its new mixed reality headset, dubbed Reality Pro, at the Worldwide Developers Conference on June 5th. That's less than 2 months from now. And while the headset is not expected to actually ship until later this year, and it will be expensive and limited quantity at the start, Apple needs to entice potential buyers and developers with exciting experiences. So according to the latest report from Bloomberg, it's all hands on deck to create custom AR, VR versions of Apple's core apps. Most of the apps detailed in the report have been assumed, but not actually confirmed yet. Bloomberg claims some company engineers have been working 80-hour weeks to get the software ready for the launch on June 5th. It seems that in general, every app that comes pre-installed on an iPhone is going to get a custom app for the Reality Pro. Apps mentioned in the report include books, FaceTime, music, and much more.
Okay.
Apple is said to make watching sports in an immersive way a big selling point as well, with Major League Baseball and Major League Soccer likely highlighting the content. Apple's doing VR.
Scary.
Scary or cool?
No, I'm scared because they're just so good at doing things.
Exactly.
Yeah? I hate to use Apple products in general, but they're just the best out there. Yeah.
We're wearing the watches.
Got a MacBook, got a watch, got an iPhone.
Yep.
I even use their earphones. I mean, I own Beats, but which is owned by
Apple. Yeah, I was going to say.
So I'm an Apple boy whether I want
We are in
to
the
be or
ecosystem,
not.
that's for sure.
What I'm afraid of is that they're going to make something absolutely amazing and it's just going to take over the world. I've experienced Oculus, didn't really enjoy it that much.
Right.
Recently, we went to, when we did the Thaiger cage, there was a company called Topgolf, and they had a VR system where you can put on the VR and play some golf, and it's extremely fun. What I'm afraid of is Apple just showing up with crazy good technology, which they're just going to improve every year on year.
That's what they do, right?
And you know, we're going to live in the Ready Player One world.
Yeah, I know. That is scary. You're right, because like as soon as Apple produces, like, you know, there's other companies get to the concept maybe before they do, but by the time Apple gets around to it, you know that they've mastered it.
50,000 DPI Retina display. What does it even mean? Don't question it. Don't question it.
Yeah, but then I like the idea of sports, though. Wouldn't that be cool? Like a VR sports experience, like you're in the stands or something like that.
I guess, but then would stadium sales go down? The need for a real life experience. Who knows?
Yeah, we're all just gonna be plugged in, hooked up to like an IV.
How much is it gonna cost? It's Apple, so it's gonna be like $5,000. No one can afford it until 10 years on when the technology becomes a lot cheaper.
Do you remember when the Google glasses came out? The Google, okay, Google, you have to like flick your head and stuff. Like,
No.
You don't remember that? Yeah, that's because it failed.
Yeah.
So, wait, that's because Google did it. Now that Apple's on it,
yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see.
we will. But good segue into your segment, which you're going to tell me about some sports.
Yeah, so I was going to talk a little bit about sports. Personally, for anyone who I feel like a lot of people are going to switch off right now. But I want to talk a little bit about football because that's my sport of choice.
What's your team, by the way?
My team is Chelsea. Chelsea Football
I'm a Liverpool
Club in
guy.
the English Premier League. Yeah, but Chelsea have had a miserable season. Currently 11th in the Premier League. So they were actually, I don't know if you're aware.
Facing
they were
relegation?
No. They were bought out this year. They had a Russian billionaire oligarch owner. And once the Russia-Ukraine issue, global issue war happened, basically England was like, you are banned from selling any players. You're banned from any income coming in.
It's like sanctions. Right,
Sanctions came in. The Russian owner had to sell the club. He sold it in like 2 months. Sold it for a decent chunk of money, and the people who bought the company were Americans.
Hey,
that's right. Todd Bowley Consortium.
What do they own any sports teams in America?
They do.
What do they own?
Oh no!
Oh no! Not research.
Hold on,
because I know Liverpool is owned by the Red Sox guy.
It's not the Dodgers. Todd Bowley. Do you know Todd Bowley?
The name is familiar.
Todd Bowley Baseball. Eldridge Industries.
Oh, all these parent companies.
Dodgers.
Okay, cool.
So
yeah,
I was right. Dodgers.
Yeah, nice.
LA Dodgers. So yeah, he owns the Dodgers.
Yeah.
He now owns Chelsea Football Club. And guess what? Since he's come in, he has invested £600 million buying players.
What?
Yeah, £600 million. So we had a Champions League winning manager.
Yeah.
Champions League is the biggest trophy a club can win. Fired him because they didn't see eye to eye.
Okay.
Got a new manager in, and they were like, put him for a 5-year contract and said, we trust the process. We think you're a promising coach. 8 months later, fired him as well.
Whoa.
And they're now looking for their third manager.
Huh. Not a lot of patience
haven't
over
even
there.
completed 1 year yet.
Wow.
Yeah. But Chelsea's 11th in the league. They've spent $600 million.
I'm assuming that means that they have spent more than anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In the world ever.
Yeah, I bet.
And they're just buying players left, right. And the thing is, they're not even actually buying players that are useful for the club.
Whoa, funny.
And they've been knocked out, and they're not going to qualify for the Champions League next year.
This is wild to me because we're talking about basically the same amount of money that we were talking about with the Fox News thing.
Yeah, this is my personal vendetta
Yeah.
against American sports owners.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. It's not.
I don't apologize.
So Chelsea are having a difficult time. Last night, Man United got knocked out of the UEFA Europa Cup.
Oh.
West Ham went through in the UEFA Conference League. And that's about it. Chelsea's season is over, and that's all I wanted to complain about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all I wanted to
sorry,
complain
man.
about. Yeah.
It's okay. NBA basketball playoffs are coming on soon, so you can shift your attention. We'll cover that next week.
Yeah, I'm supporting the LA Lakers.
I gotta review who's in there again. Anyways, I have players that I like.
James,
I'm a Kawhi Leonard
Anthony
guy. Wherever
Davis.
he is,
really?
that's who I like.
Okay.
That's who I'm rooting for every time.
That's kind of random.
I love Kawhi. Have you ever heard him laugh? He's like,
yeah, but he's not really vocal.
Not at all. That's another reason I love him.
All right.
Opposite of me, right? Anyways. All right, guys, we're going to move into the pop culture section. This is always the most fun section for me. I got one sort of newsy story, and then we're going to have some fun with some pictures afterwards. Yeah. So the first one has to do with a little T-Swizzle. Let's get to it.
Is that Taylor Swift?
That is. Okay. All right. So Taylor Swift avoided a deal with FTX, the cryptocurrency exchange. So FTX was a large cryptocurrency exchange that went bankrupt recently under the failed guidance of company leader Sam Bankman-Fried. FTX had managed to secure key celebrity endorsements that launched the company to international attention due to the star-studded lineup they signed on. Celebrity endorsers of the company include supermodel Gisele Bündchen, NBA star Steph Curry, and tennis phenom Naomi Osaka. Many of these celebrities are being sued due to their involvement in what has become one of the largest Ponzi schemes in recent memory. Interestingly, in 2021, FTX offered Taylor Swift a $100 million endorsement deal that would have the singer hawking FTX while touring. Apparently, of all the celebrities FTX approached, Taylor Swift was the only one to perform due diligence and ask the very basic question, quote, "Can you tell me that these are not unregistered securities?" After receiving an unsatisfactory answer, Taylor swiftly walked away from the deal. The singer's father used to work for Merrill Lynch, and it seems that financial prowess kept the starlet out of the hot water this time around. So, smart moves by Taylor Swift. And she does smart moves all the time.
FTX, man.
So, FTX was a bummer.
So my favorite, I'm really into esports. I love gaming. So, my favorite esports team is called TSM. FTX sponsored them to the point where TSM changed their name to TSM FTX.
Whoa.
That was their name. And they became popular for a game called League of Legends. And they have now actually this year announced that they will be dropping their flagship team that made them famous.
Whoa, weird.
Yeah, they're no longer going to have a League of Legends.
This FTX thing messed up a whole bunch of people because it was.
The GOAT?
Yeah, Tom Brady. Yeah, that's why Tom Brady and Giselle probably might have divorced over this.
Allegedly.
Well, I don't know. But it's a weird one because this is not the only smart move Taylor Swift has done. There was a re-release of she re-released one of her albums because there was some weird deal with the music label where she wasn't making the money off of it. So what she did was just re-release it like on a completely new, like it's a new album, but it's all the same songs.
Oh, okay.
And that was a way to re-secure the royalties. Yeah. So
smart lady.
Super smart. Like, I am not a fan. I gotta say, I do not like Taylor Swift very much, but I can't.
Whoa.
I like shake it, whatever. Like, look, I'm not her demographic, but I can respect like the intelligence behind this operation. Like, her team is like top notch.
Taylor Swift, great songs for the gym.
Shake it off. Yeah. All right, well, let's get to the fun stuff now. We got a few different celebrity slideshows that we got for you guys. And what are we starting with first time? What's the first one? Is it hair plugs?
You can forward it. You're way far behind.
Am I? Oh, no wonder. Thank you. Well, that makes more sense. So, first up, we're going to look at some celebrities who have gotten hair transplants over the years. Now, okay, I cannot vouch for the reliability of this. I saw that some of these might have been wigs, not actual hair transplants, but definitely some of these are accurate. So let's take a look at some of these pictures and see what we've got. Tom, we got them up? How far back am I? Okay, hold on. Okay, Machine Gun Kelly up first. The Megan Fox dating rapper appears to have a hairline problem there, doesn't he?
I didn't even realize. You don't really think about it, do you?
Yeah, I mean, it's
it's a big difference.
It's a gradual thing, and then all of a sudden, wham! One day it's all back. MGK, famous for his beefs with Eminem, dating Megan Fox. Really just sort of crashing the news. Now, next up, who do we have here? This is Naomi Campbell. Now, she has traction alopecia. So this is kind of not something we should really probably be focusing on. But, yeah, this is not, like a health issue, alopecia. There are some great actors right now. I don't know if you've heard of Barry. Have you heard of Barry?
No.
Bill Hader's show on HBO. Amazing.
Oh, yes. I've watched one season of it.
An amazing actor with alopecia is on that, and he's my favorite character in the show. NoHo Hank. Watch it. Okay. Elon Musk up next. This one is pretty self-explanatory. I think we've all seen this, right? So on the left, you see him in his PayPal days when he was back in his startup in the 90s, and now he's got a full head of hair. Money. Just gross.
I mean, he was the richest man in the world for the longest time.
I think he's back to richest man again.
Is he? No. It was the Louis Vuitton.
Richest man in the world. Quick Google, everybody.
The guy from Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. Next up, we got Jude Law. Famous actor of
Jude.
Gattaca. Oh, God, I love me some Jude Law. But
he was the second. He was the minor role in Gattaca.
No, it was Ethan Hawke and Jude Law.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke was the
star.
lead. Okay, yeah.
Sure, yeah. But Jude Law, an amazing actor. Nobody's immune to this issue. That's for sure. And
well, men in general.
Men for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I do like Jude Law. He's cool.
Yeah, me too, man. Did you see him in Spy? Funny. Can't do an American accent, though. Anyways, Tom Hanks, of course, everybody loves Forrest Gump. Now you can see on the left him in his Academy Award-winning days. And on the right, a bit more recent. The hair loss goes one direction usually. You don't start growing more hair as you get older. So this stuff gets a little...
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Allegedly.
Now, this one is the most egregious to me of all of them. Adam Levine.
Oh, wow.
What happened to you, Maroon 5? Look, whatever. It's a solution, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like, they look better. Do it.
So these are like, what, hair transplants?
Hair transplants. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So these are like the full-on proper medical procedure. Yeah. It's effective, dude. Like, I see all these pictures. I'm like, look at what we got up next. Travolta.
Johnny T.
Yeah, Johnny T looking sharper now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm telling you, I love Travolta, man.
Yeah,
I love Travolta.
Give me some Travolta movies you like.
All the way back then in Greece, because I was a theater student, right? So I loved him in Greece. I loved him in Pulp Fiction, obviously.
The Comeback.
Yeah, he was even the mom, because I really like musicals, because like I said, I have a theater background, so I really enjoyed him in Hairspray. He was the mum.
I've never seen Hairspray. That's John Waters, right?
I'm not.
The skinny mustache guy? Like, yeah.
It was with Zac Efron.
I thought you were the director.
Oh, the director.
Yeah, John Waters is a super weird dude. You might.
He's gotten. Hey, if you have so basically, this video is saying that if you've got enough money,
this is enough bald shaming. I think. Can we move on to the next one?
If you've got enough money, then you can get rid of your hair.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, I think men in general, quite a few, majority of men have to deal with
for sure
hair loss and hairline loss. I don't have a hairline problem as much yet, but I lose hair at the back.
Getting back, yeah.
But I've been thinking of like doing stem cells, I believe.
Oh, someone again. It's the Rogan over here.
It seems maybe it seems like. You know, stem cells is a better way to kind of...
Absolutely. I want to try some of that stem cell stuff sometime, man.
It's like 89,000 baht.
No. Oh.
At Apex.
So it's a thing that is accessible if you have money. Yeah.
80. This is to save up for like 3 to 6 months just to get some hair.
Yeah. Well, but it is supposed to be a pretty permanent solution, right? Yeah. Like I think I don't know. We'll do some more research. But yeah, Tan, I think that's enough the hairline shaming.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next set of... is this Mary-Kate and Ashley? Are we doing next?
Yes. By the way, guys...
Please, for the love of God.
I saw some comments, actually. I think JP, by the way, hello.
Hey.
JP was like, this is not international news. And then I replied back, news, entertainment, and a lot of nonsense.
Yes.
In the sense, like, guys, look, it's Friday afternoon.
Right.
We're talking about some international news topics, some fun topics, so we hope you enjoy it.
We get the business out of the way. Yeah. We'll cut it up later, whatever. Yeah. But thank you for joining us live, guys. So that is nice. But yeah, so where are we now? Are we in Mary-Kate and Ashley over here?
I loved Mary-Kate and Ashley. I had the biggest crush on the twins growing up as a kid.
Who didn't? Let's be real. But they have embraced their witchy ways lately, and boy, do I love their paparazzi shots. And I want to see. Tell me when we're ready, Ton. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Look at this. I love this tweet. This is one of my favorite tweets of all time. The Olsen twins look like one of them knows how you die and the other knows when you die. I love this slideshow so much. And yes, so just staring into your soul, every single one.
It just catches up to anyone, doesn't it?
Well, these girls pretty much live on coffee and cigarettes, I think, as far as I understand. Like, they are constantly smoking away. So that's not going to be good for your
It's
skin.
that classics. It's from like that scene from that Netflix show. Like, okay, we're going to lunch. Are you going to join us? No, I'm going to have a cigarette for lunch. Oh, okay, cool.
That is these girls. And what is also interesting is that you always see them together. They're like always together. There's the coffee in the hands.
JP making those Rick James Rick James
Hell of a drug.
references.
There is no way.
Hell of a drug.
They do. That does look like a bit of...
Did you ever watch the Chappelle Show?
Yeah, of course, man. Like, yeah.
Nice.
I was like, I am raised
Rick
on
James,
that stuff.
bitch.
I told you I saw the co-creator in December. He came here to
you
Bangkok.
did,
Like,
I watched his mini stand-up.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, it was amazing. A little room of 100 people with like an A-list Netflix star. Hell yeah. But yeah, did you get the Shining twins in there? Because that was like mixed into the pictures. That's all good. Don't worry. Yeah, it was like mixed into my slideshow.
I see.
But yeah, the Olsen twins, man. It's funny because Elizabeth Olsen, we were talking about earlier, she's the starlet now.
I didn't even know she existed until I found out she existed, and now she has taken over Olsen.
She's the Scarlet Witch, right? Like in the Avengers. She more serious actress.
Great actress, serious actress. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So Olsen twins, like I grew up with them. You know, they'd make those fun movies about going to France and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you know, back in the day where you had like those
the toys and stuff.
Yeah, no, not the toys. Sorry, the VC tapes. What are they called?
VCR.
VCR tapes?
VHS.
VHS, VCR. Whatever they're called.
Yeah.
So we would buy them in our school because I still grew up in Thailand, right? So it was quite difficult. We didn't have Disney or Nickelodeon growing up. So we used to get all these American shows from VCR, VHS tapes.
Love it. Yeah. VCR was the machine. VHS is the tapes.
Oh, I see.
So there we go.
Okay,
yeah, JP's got us. Yeah.
Gotcha, VHS.
Parent Trap, by the way, JP. That was Lindsay Lohan playing herself twice.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Lohan.
That's I got to do a story on her someday. Anyways, the Olsen twins.
I met Lindsay Lohan in Dubai.
No way.
Yeah, the craziest story. Well, I was with a banker. Went out to party. He goes, "Oh yeah, I was hanging out with Lindsay Lohan last night." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Happens that we go to this party and Lindsay Lohan is there dating some extremely rich person in Dubai. She's converted to Islam.
She's a resident of Dubai.
Yeah, she's converted to Islam, and she was the nicest person ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a party. It was a good atmosphere. But, she said hi, hello. We didn't get to talk that much, obviously. She's Lindsay Lohan. Who am I? But she said hi, hello, just like, and took a moment to actually like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Oh, good.
Look you in the eye.
Have a great party. And I was like, Lindsay Lohan, everybody.
That's cool, man. I love it. And that's the thing, right? Like, it seems like there was this era of paparazzi and news where they were just trying to get these girls to, like, just look terrible, right? Like Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes, Britney Spears, like tons
Amanda Bynes had it rough.
She did, man. And it's like, oh, man, these girls need help, not, negative attention.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, once you get famous to a point, your life would be so miserable. Like I see some of these videos from TMZ or like how the paparazzi like show up in front of people's houses. And
we have to deal with this all the time. Like it's so bad.
They have to like they try to take their kids' pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's nasty.
This world is messed up, man.
It's nasty, and that's
I can't imagine how the paparazzi in America, like being famous in America, is like nuts.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Everyone's got security. Like,
dude, every now and then, like, we're fortunate enough, like, we meet someone on the street, and it's the most humbling experience for me. Like, when someone comes and says, hey, Jay, I watched the Thaiger, love your show, and I still get flustered, and I'm like, I love it, by the way. Anybody who comes and says hello, thank you for that. But I feel like, oh my God, like, whoa, like, it's a surreal feeling.
No, it's happened to me a couple times, and it really is, and it's like, wow, like.
But imagine like, when you have that times 100 and people like want to touch you and like want a picture with you, and if you don't take a picture with them because
you're a jerk,
you're supposed to ignore anything that you're supposed to do, and you don't take a picture, you're like, oh my God. Well, I met Alex once and he was busy doing his own thing. What an ass.
Yeah, right. Like that's the thing, man. It's something that it's hard to empathize with. because nobody else experiences it
Yeah.
except celebrities, right? That's
Yeah.
something only they experience. So anyways, I love those Olsen twins now. That was fun.
Let's take a couple of comments. We've got Clive Walker saying, "Good old Full House." Have you ever watched Full House?
Yeah, of course.
Never watched Full House.
I watched it a little bit growing up. I wasn't raised on it. It was like a little older than me, but very familiar though.
Yeah. John's Journey says, I have a few VCR tapes of my travels from the 80s and 90s, which I will transfer to DVD and place on my channel. Oh,
Cool.
nice, John. Looking forward to that.
Digitize.
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah, JP says, depends on how you're feeling that day, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, like, but it's not just that. Everybody has good days, bad days, but like, you're going to the gym, you're going to the groceries. These people are human beings.
Yeah, dude.
And like, there's someone just following them with a camera at all times.
So this is raised a concept. Celebrities do planned paparazzi moments now. So, for example, today, Bill Hader, who I just mentioned from Barry, is dating Ali Wong.
Is he?
Yes, and today they just had a whole bunch of smoochy paparazzi pictures that look nice because they planned it. Like and there's a whole lot of controversy going on with Ali Wong because she's in a show Beef, show Beef with David Cho, who's in a lot of trouble right now.
Oh, is he?
Loads. Like, I don't even want to get into it. Basically, he admitted on a podcast to sexual assault of a woman a long time ago. Okay. And it just got buried until recently someone found it. And it was like he admitted to sexually assaulting a person. Oh, no. And now everyone around Beef is like trying to, hey, look over here, like distractions and stuff. So I do believe that that's part of this.
David Cho became famous from what? Walking Dead, right?
No.
Is he the same?
No, that's...
Am I being racist?
Yes, you are. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're totally being racist.
Oh, no.
David Cho is the...
Oh, wait. What? I think you got the name wrong.
Restaurant. No, Beef Star, David Cho.
This David Cho.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Okay.
The guy's name is Glenn.
I was talking about Glenn. I'm talking about Glenn.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
What's his name?
I don't know. Glenn's son. It's Glenn Walking Dead.
Steven Yeun.
Yeah, okay.
I am
racist.
Ignorant and uneducated, and I apologize for that. David Cho, right? Isaac. He plays the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's the #1 show on Netflix right now, and now this controversy is just blowing up. So you're getting these planned paparazzi things.
Right. I was getting confused between Steven Yeun. You're talking about David Cho. Okay.
Mm-hmm. On the same page now.
I saw him on Joe Rogan recently.
Yeah.
You talking about Joe Rogan?
Was he? No, he was just an actor.
Because he went and like hung out with the tribe in Tanzania. The last.
I know he used to work for Vice, I believe,
gatherers.
right? Wasn't he a Vice guy?
I have no idea. I had never seen him until that Joe Rogan podcast, and then in Beef, and I was like, oh, it's that guy who's went with the hunter gatherers.
Yeah, interesting. Well, cool. Anyways, he's in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, can we move on to the last one?
Yes.
What we have, so a little trip back in time we got for you. Ton, let me know. Why does my live stream keep going backwards? I don't get it. Oh my God. But yeah, we're going back to LAX in the 90s to see some fashion from some celebrities of that era and see just a little update, how things have changed over the last 30 years.
Your viewers watching right now, be honest, have you ever worn this before?
Well, let's get into them. I'm still behind. I'll just watch your stream. By the way, we've had a song stuck in our head like all day today, and we finally discovered what it was.
Yeah. Do you want to call her up to do it quickly?
Zombie, come on.
Zombie, come on, Zombie. Ladies and gentlemen,
no.
For anyone who hasn't met her yet, we're introducing Zombie once again.
Come on in, Zombie.
Zombie, say hello, Zombie.
Yeah.
สวัสดีค่ะ
So Zombie came into work today, and she said, "Oh, I've got this song stuck in my head," and then got the entire office and production team for the last 6 hours to guess what the song was. Zombie, how did the song go? That's what she did about 50 times.
That is a conservative estimate, okay? Yes. Like, no way. We had that going for like hours today. And then we finally discovered what it was.
Yes.
Yeah, what is it?
อะไรนะ
It's
Get
by
ugly.
Oh, no,
Get
we forgot
Ugly
again.
by
Get
Jason
Ugly.
Derulo.
Yeah.
So if you want a song stuck in your head for the rest of the day or the weekend, please go listen to
Get ugly.
Get Ugly by Jason Derulo.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you, Zombie. That was lovely.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right. Tan, where's my 90s fashion? Is it up? Hold on. Oh, did I not send it to you? Oh, man. All right, we'll save it for next week.
All right, no
It's
worries.
fine. But, yeah, we got my witchy Mary Jane stuff.
Yeah.
Or Mary Kate, sorry. All right. Anyways, guys, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to come a little harder with pop culture every time, but also sprinkle in some business news and some politics whenever we do this every week. So, yeah, leave your comments. Let us know what you think and what kind of topics you'd like us to cover here, because we have a little more freedom to, branch out and try different things.
And like, guys, like, not everything has to be serious. Like every day we do news topics that are mostly serious. This is like a chance for us to talk about sometimes things that don't really matter but are enjoyable to talk about.
I love some celebrity gossip, man.
Yeah.
Spill the tea. I don't know. Give it to me.
90s fashion is making a comeback, apparently, says Clive. Is it? Was it ever gone?
I have my jean jacket. I don't know about you guys, but
Do people still wear denim?
I don't know. I just remember. You
So
ever see
denim
that?
jackets in particular?
I hope I didn't see the slideshow. That slideshow's too early. But in the early 2000s, there was like the all denim Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears outfit. That's one of my favorite
burn them
celebrity
all.
photos.
Burn them all.
Yeah, good one. All right. Anyways,
Lee's just joined us. Good show, Jay and Alex. Thank you, Lee.
thank you, Lee.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. That's it for us today, guys. Thank you, Jay, for joining me as you usually do. And we will be there next week to bring you guys some more stories from around the world. Thank you for joining us.
Marishka Hargitay.
Mariska Hargitay.